Hello everyone, my name is Kauthar Hashmi and I work for Surrey Faith Links. This year, Surrey Faith Links partnered up with Walking People of Faith to run an Interfaith buddy scheme for Interfaith Week 2020. And today I've got with me two of our participants, Debbie and Annabelle. So I'm going to take you over to them and ask them a few questions to get their feedback on how they got on. So Debbie, over to you first. Can you introduce yourself first, please?
Oh, hi. Well, I live in Godalming and I'm a member of the Religious Society of Friends, Quakers, and I've been a member for around 15 years.
Cool, thank you. And Annabelle?
Hi, I'm Annabelle. I'm from Hazelmere and I am a Muslim. I've been Muslim for, I think, about 5 years now, and I go to the mosque in Woking.
Thank you. So, questions. Why did you want to be an interfaith buddy? We'll go to Debbie again.
I think because I really believe that peace begins at sort of the individual level, and it's important to know your neighbour and understand what's going on in your neighbour's community. And the interfaith budding system seemed a great way to do that. It's also a good opportunity to meet somebody new in the middle of the pandemic. So I sort of see it as a scheme where I can learn more and listen and learn more about a different faith, a different community.
Yeah, I suppose the lockdown, one of the advantages of the lockdown was people are going to Zoom and it's easier to reach out to people. You know, you guys are from one person, you're from Godalming and Annabelle's from Hazelmere, so it might have been quite difficult for you to buddy up. So technology, thank God, has helped you to kind of come together. So Annabelle, what about you? Why did you want to be an interfaith buddy?
I just thought it would be really interesting to meet somebody from a different faith, and I was really pleased to meet Debbie, as I've never met anybody who is a friend in one of the Quakers before. So yeah, it's been really fun. You don't, in Hazelmere, it's not exactly the most diverse of areas, so you don't really come across many people of different faith. So yeah, I thought it would be a really good opportunity to meet somebody new and experience different things.
That's cool. So in your conversations, did you find that you have a lot in common, or was it quite different? How was that? Whoever wants to go first, you can.
I was going to say, for me, it was really nice actually to find that we actually, I think, had quite a lot in common. And I think as well, Debbie and I, well, from my perspective, we actually got on really well together just as people anyway. So yeah, I think there weren't that many different, well, obviously there are differences in our faiths, but actually we had quite a few similarities as well, which was really nice.
And how did you feel about the differences when you came across, this is something different for me?
I think for me, obviously, so one example is the way that the Quakers meet and how they express themselves during their meetings and things like that was something different to me. So everybody meets, sorry, Debbie, I might get this wrong, but everybody is silent until something comes to them that they feel they ought to share. And that I found to be really, it was nice. It was really, I could imagine how good that is and how people can really benefit from that, especially with everything going on at the moment. It is so nice to have peace and tranquility and feel a connection with God that way as well.
Thank you. And how about you, Debbie? How did you find the similarities and differences?
Well, I was surprised and not surprised that we had so much in common. I think it was really nice that it was easy to talk about our faiths, and we both expressed how difficult it can be to have conversations around faith with people who don't share our faiths or don't understand. So yeah, that was really good, and I think we get on well personally. So yes, it was easy. I think for both of us, our faiths really helped to support us during the pandemic. So that was really good to see that we had that in common, and just to be able to ask questions about, what happens during the year in the Muslim faith, and to understand, what Annabelle was missing. And for me, the Quaker community is so small. So to hear somebody's experience being part of a large faith group. It's good. So.
Cool, thank you. Did you find anything that you, in particular, that you disagreed on?
No, we haven't got that far
No,
yet.
yeah, I don't think we did actually, no.
Okay. And is there anything from your conversations that you'd like to highlight, or is there something that was particularly important to you? We can start with Annabelle.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, again, it's actually highlighting the similarities. And I mean, I guess obviously every person is different in their personality and how they accept other people's faiths and things. But actually just how nice it was to, you know, to meet and to talk with somebody of a different faith openly and without any, you know, I didn't feel there was anything that I couldn't say to Debbie or discuss with Debbie that might be different in the Quaker community as to what in Islam we believe. You know, I didn't feel that there was any, you know, there was no holding back. We could discuss anything, and it was really nice to have that openness, yeah, with somebody of a different faith.
That's great, thank you. And Debbie?
Can you just remember?
So is there anything in particular that, you know, you would like to highlight or mention that was important to you?
I think one of the things that came across how similar we are is the practice of praying and that relationship with God, or trying to find that. And I was really interested in the call to prayer, because I always imagine, what do you do if you can't hear the call to prayer? But that it becomes a practice that is so ingrained in you, a bit in the same way that Quakers are always trying to hold on to stillness inside them. And so I was surprised by how similar some of our practices are, even though outwardly they would look quite different. So
thank you. And just out of interest, what's your background in terms of, do you work or?
Who, me? No, I've recently retired, so I stopped working around a year ago. But before that, I was an accountant. You was
an accountant, all right, okay. And Annabelle?
I'm a solicitor, so
right.
I work full time as well. Well, I do now. Yeah.
It's just interesting to know your backgrounds and what type of, you know, where you're coming from. So, and do you think that even now that the Interfaith Buddy scheme has ended, do you think you're gonna stay in contact?
I'd really like to. We've already planned to hopefully meet up for another walk and yeah, explore a bit more.
So you went on walks as well?
Yes, yeah, we did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let's talk about that. How what methods did you use?
So we emailed, but I'm sorry, Debbie, I wasn't always very good at responding very quickly, just because, well, when you work full time, and as you know, it's always just so manic. You get home and you're exhausted and you've been sat in front of a computer all day. So we actually went for a walk during lockdown, which was lovely, and it was really nice to meet face to face and yeah, just to spend time together. So yeah, we mainly emailed.
Yeah, it was nice to meet up. Yeah, I enjoyed that. And I would, I'd hope that we'd keep in contact. Maybe Annabelle could come to a Quaker meeting and I could visit the mosque in Woking as well. And I think it'd be nice to go through maybe a year of the different events that happens and understand more about the calendar in the Muslim faith. I also wanted to learn Arabic as well, so I'll probably...
I'm still trying to do that as well.
And my last question to you, if there's somebody out there who is thinking about becoming an Interfaith Buddy but is a bit reluctant, or maybe is not unsure of, you know, or uncertain, is there anything that you would like to say to them?
I think they'll be surprised how much they have in common, and I think lots of faiths have a common sort of language, and it's really easy. I think it's really easy, and I'd encourage them. And it's a great opportunity to ask all those questions you've wanted to and maybe been too afraid to. So I think it's a great opportunity to meet. I think it's very difficult otherwise to meet people, especially now.
And Annabelle?
Yeah, I would definitely encourage somebody to do it. You know, like Debbie said, it's a great opportunity to learn more about, you know, a religion or a faith that you didn't know before. And also, you know, if somebody is interested in this sort of scheme, then hopefully they are, you know, open-minded and they want to learn more. So they would be open to questions and, you know, perhaps differences in opinion and things like that. So yes, I would definitely say it's a positive move and to go ahead. And you don't always come across, you know, people from different faiths. So it's a great opportunity for that.
Great. That's so great. Thank you. Thank you so much for taking part and for answering all my questions. So in the future, we do plan to hold more of these interfaith buddy schemes, so watch out. Either you can Google Surrey Faith Links to get my contact details, or I will put them on our YouTube account on our channel as well. Or you can Google Walking People of Faith and get in touch through their website as well. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.